Okay. Let me first make sure that you can see. Okay, Pisces. So I'm just sitting here looking at this. We've obviously got the devil in reverse. And I don't know why I'm hearing this. I'm hearing the devil made me do it. And I think that's a metaphor for somebody trying to, and I don't feel like this is you, this is somebody around you. Like they are blaming everything else on, or everything that's going on with them as if it's out of their control. It's out of their power. So, or they're not responsible for what they did. It was, I drank too much. It was just too much alcohol. There's something like that is going on. Like somebody's coming up with excuses and not taking responsibility for their action. I feel that there is some type of power struggle going on. It's kind of like I'm getting back and forth, up and down, up. It's like it's just communication, then you're not communicating, then you're talking again, then you're not. Or somebody may even be dealing, before I get to that, I wanted to say that I still feel Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius may be of importance. With the devil, of course, Capricorn, and I can't help but ignore the King and the Queen of Swords. So Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra, some air sign. I just feel like somebody keeps getting into trouble, and or there's possibly a third person involved that is trying to get you into trouble. This could be like in the workplace where, there's gossip or things going on. And it's like, I just get like someone's trying to cover something up. So this might go back to this power struggle where somebody's like, it wasn't my fault. I was out partying with some people and I just got caught up in the moment. The number 3 is definitely of significance here. So there may be a third person. With the devil, for me, I do feel that somebody may be dealing with peer pressure, with bullying. This could be cyberbullying. This may also be an addiction. And it's coming across to me as either most likely something that is like a sexual addiction, or it's coming across as drinking. Those are the two that are standing out for me the most. And now it could also be that somebody is addicted to somebody in an unhealthy way, or maybe you keep calling in a similar personality because there's something for you to learn from this lesson. Now, it's up to you, though, of whether or not you learn it, because this can represent you, and this is male or female, and this could be the third or the person that you're dealing with. But then I feel like there may be another third person involved. So I feel like, for the most part, you may be trying to communicate something and somebody isn't with the program. I mean, they're not listening. They don't know how to communicate. They may be having issues with their emotions and their feelings. They don't know how to express their feelings very well. So they express it in a more physical way, more maybe sexual way, or, or they avoid things, and they're doing it possibly through drinking or through, being more, I don't know, sexually active, or maybe it's eating. I feel like there's something going on. And it's time for you to free yourself and detach from this person, or if this is you or a behavior that you have, to I feel like, there may be people that you are hanging around with that are bringing you down, that your environment is toxic. It may also be that there's a need for like clear channeling, clear, like cleansing, clearing the air. But I will tell you this. There's something about, I feel being led to a power struggle. So this third person may be this person. Obviously you're not an air sign, you're water. There may be, and this could be, for example, a boss that, may have to come and help this situation, especially if this is taking place in the work area, that maybe there's something toxic or toxic people. There's rumors spread, but then they're not truth. They're half truths. The other thing I'm getting is that this may also be like a judge. This could be a family member, a friend, an attorney, a mediator. I just feel like there's somebody that needs to be kind of like more objective, or see things from a different perspective, or communicate and, make it more clear. Because I feel like somebody is not listening, especially with this in reverse. Or when they speak, they're very critical. They're very harsh in the way that they speak. Maybe they're even like mentally or emotionally abusive. And this strength card for me, this can, well, first of all, I feel like it does represent you in the sense that what's going to help you is that you have the strength, the well, I think that there may have been somebody that maybe has torn down some self-confidence in you, or maybe they're the one that needs some tearing down, because this can be very much ego-driven. And see, somebody is being, it's like, they're just very much self-centered. It's more about them. What can I get out of this situation? That's how I'm reading this on a negative level. On a positive level, I feel like there's healing that is going on. And some of you, I feel, may be dealing with somebody that could be going away to get better, to get stronger, to get healthier. So this may be surgery that's involved, that someone's having something surgically done and then they're going to go away, or there's a nurse. Maybe someone's also going into the healing arts, whether it's holistic, more like, Reiki or chakra cleansing. But I'm also getting like, becoming a doctor or a nurse or a medical assistant, maybe also assisting somebody, that I feel this could be somebody that's even like an older person, like assisted living, that may be coming up for one person. But there could be something surgically going on. There may also be something like wisdom teeth. I picked this up for another sign where there was oral surgery, or something like wisdom teeth being pulled, or tonsils, or something like that. So there may be a situation where, you're able to communicate, but, at some point there may be lack of communication because of some surgery. Like, it's just difficult to speak. on a, physical level. But I'm really kind of reading this more as that this is you seeing yourself through a whole different perspective, gaining back your self-confidence, your inner strength, your ability to move forward, your fortitude, having some kind of victory over a situation, healing. And it may be that somebody around you is very erratic, and they're erratic because of something that is totally off balance in their life. And it might require some patience to get, through to them. But if this is a toxic situation that this person keeps coming back and it's the same thing over and over, I'm being led to say, get your strength, your courage, and your belief in yourself mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, and release yourself from this environment. Because chances are there could be, like, it's going to keep happening with this as the King of Swords, once again, male or female, in reverse. And it's time to kind of break free from whatever this toxicity is. And it could also be, I think, that somebody may be returning and asking for some kind of forgiveness because of something that they did that they should not have done. But I think that there is definitely, for some of you, somebody that has done something and they don't want to admit that they've done something. They're keeping it quiet. And if that is true, I feel like they're in and out. So this could be somebody, an air sign, where they once seemed committed. It's like then, it's like for their ego, or as soon as you start paying attention to them. But if it gets too emotional, that scares them. They need to kind of go off and run away. And then when it's safe again, they may come back. And the whole cycle happens all over again. Because emotionally, they're too scared of investing themselves. So there's so many different ways to read this. Take what resonates with you. And just remember, though, that this is, when I look at this card, it's strength, but through gentleness. So in other words, like when you don't want to just like go and pry somebody's mouth open. You do it through gentleness, but there's a positive side to that and a negative side, because somebody could be doing this very gently, like they're coming across a certain way, but after getting to know them, you find out that they aren't who they are. They're hiding a lot more. See how the sword goes into the ground? So don't rush into relationships quickly. Get to know the person. Is what I always tell people. If it's moving fast, slow it down a bit, because this can be, in a negative sense, manipulation, prying into things. There may be somebody that's prying, or like I said earlier, gossiping, saying things that aren't true, and they may be trying to get back at you because they're angry. Maybe you've already released them. And they're still mad. And so just remember that it's what you think and you believe about yourself that is important more than what anybody else thinks. Because you're the driving force behind you and your life. And that's what matters. Not what so-and-so thinks, or what this person thinks, or what they're gossiping about or saying.